Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Jaiden Animations on this glorious day. So, Jaiden Animations, one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, has created a video about Genshin Impact. And I love that she titled it, I Caved and Tried Genshin Impact, because people keep begging me to actually play it and get into it and watch the lore videos and understand it because it's actually secretly awesome and epic. But I just never brought myself to actually do it. So, yep, we are doing this today, ladies and gentlemen.
Being published in 2020 is enjoyed by millions of players all over the globe. And even
all over the globe, people are enjoying it at home, at work, on their phones, on their computers, and in prison because they looked up a little too much Paimon hentai.
And if you've never played Genshin Impact before, you've definitely heard about it. Up until this video, I was in the heard about it but didn't know anything about it category.
That's kind of where I am. The only thing I know about Genshin Impact is the little schmidgets about how Tectone rants about it and little bits of drama here and there. Can I remind you that I was in a literal... Okay, dude, random Nux Flex time. It's time for some Nux Flex lore, all right? I was literally in an actual game show of a Genshin trivia game show with never playing Genshin Impact before in my life. I was up against Genshin streamers and literally did not come in last place. Can I just say that I literally didn't come in last place just purely guessing in a Genshin trivia game show despite never playing Genshin before?
Not for any particular reason. I kind of just don't do anything ever. I don't know why. I should probably figure that out. It might be a therapy thing. As I was sitting on the floor, barely existing one day,
that feeling of bare existence. Yes.
Genshin Impact themselves suddenly reached out.
Yeah, that's how it happens. That's how everyone gets into Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact reaches out to you. I know this happened to several people. I've been sponsored by Genshin Impact a few times, and only once did I actually get into beef with the management there.
Jaiden, I see you're up to your usual nothingness. How about we pay you to play Genshin Impact? Okay, so yep, this video is surprisingly sponsored by Genshin Impact. My first sponsor on this channel, wow.
Yo, let's go, Jaiden. Get that bag, girl.
No, please don't go. I'm being paid to play Genshin Impact, but it's still gonna be a good video and experience. Here, watch, I'll prove it. I'm talking to Paimon, my spirit companion that I see all over my Twitter feed, about my past. Yeah, I was literally just minding my business traveling from world to world with my sister, when all of a sudden some sustainer of heavenly principles goddess absorbed my sister with cubes and chained me to the
cubes. Thank you for mentioning that. It's a little bit weird to me. Let me just say, it's a little bit weird to me that very often, like, gacha game style RPGs, especially JRPGs, try so hard to create this incredibly threatening evil, and it's just geometric shapes clobbered together.
This land. Biggest hater I've ever seen. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, thanks for saving me from drowning in the ocean.
Yeah.
As we walk and talk, a bunch of little critters are scurrying around. Of course, I was scooping up all of them. The ecosystem was definitely starting to crumble with me on this planet now, I'll tell you that much.
Average person just walking through a fantasy world, collecting all the shit.
Let nature flourish? Nah, it's all going into my inventory. To live is to hoard. As I'm chasing...
True.
Definitely starting to crumble with me on this planet now, I'll tell you that much. Nice. Let nature flourish? Nah, it's all going into my inventory. To live is to hoard. As I'm chasing a squirrel around the lush...
Give me more plushies! More figurines! I have empty jars for them all!
Forest, we discover a mysterious statue in the middle of a glistening pond. Oh, hello, great wind god. Maybe this isn't the time to have 12 lizards stuffed in my pockets. I'm suddenly granted mystical power.
I love Jaiden commentary. Like, she's literally one of my favorite... I don't know how she became a gaming YouTuber, but she's literally one of my favorite gaming YouTubers. Actual goated scripting and commentary.
Powers by the statue, and... can now see the map. The city of
Monstadt
is close by, so we decided to head
over. People in chat keep telling me I have to do a deep dive into Genshin lore because I've been exploring everything internet lore based. I don't know when you'll see this on Nuxanor because it was long as shit, but I did like a whole Wendigoon deep dive into FNAF lore recently. God damn, there is so much lore to unpack and I must know it all!
Over there to see if anyone knows anything about my lost sister. But while walking, we ended up stumbling into a strange bard talking to a dragon. That's not my sister. Unfortunately for everyone, I have a little magic hiccup, which gets us caught, and both the bard and dragon scatter. Closer to Monstadt, we run into Amber, a knight who warns us that—
Amber! I recognize Amber, even though I never really— Listen, I've seen art of her. Art on my timeline.
Terror, an awesome name, has been terrorizing the town lately. She then joins our party to lead us to safety, which is crazy because I thought you had to spend money to get girls to join your party in this game, but this one—
Bro, just like real life, you mean?
Just joined us for free. In Monstadt, Amber then gives us a wind glider. Woo! Flying! I take a running leap off the side of a building to try out my new wings when suddenly the dragon shows up and spawns a bunch of tornadoes all over the town.
What?
Catapulting me into the air. With a full view of the
lore. Lore!
Dragon, I do what any sane person would in that scenario.
Run the fuck away.
Stormterror ends up fleeing, and as a reward for
Any
shooing—
sane person just makes hand signs. Yep, just like me every time I'm about to take a piss, and I just have to unleash the water dragon jutsu hand signs. Say water dragon jutsu before, you know, releasing the water dragon.
him off, I'm introduced to basically the protectors of Mondstadt. I'm Jean, the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Kaya. Very impressive going up against the dragon.
Very cool.
You're hot. They take me to various—
Listen. I don't know much about freaking Genshin Impact, but I know that Mona's ass is everywhere. And I mean everywhere.
temples, crushing these dragon's breath crystals that apparently gave Stormterror power. I was just happy to be smashing rocks, though, and some random moth guy that probably has significance, but he's dead now. So, as the group was talking amongst each other about important stuff like what's to ensure the safety of the— I wandered off and kind of started doing my own thing. Helped some people, did some cooking, fought for my life against some hyper-aggressive and pissed animal—
Dude, I'm telling you, it's always geometric cube boss.
Hypostasis Rubik's Cube boss named Beth I accidentally stumbled into, which definitely didn't take me way too long to defeat. Fed some ducks. I then found the bard from earlier, doing a guitar solo for the town. He introduces himself as Venti.
Is Venti the femboy that,
Tells about how him and Stormterror, whose real name is Dvalin, used to be friendly before it was attacked and poisoned by another dragon, leaving him bitter and angry. Venti essentially says, I can fix him.
Typical Linux user, am I right?
Do you want to commit a burglary with me?
Yes!
With a fresh—
That's a pretty hot first date, not gonna lie.
stolen holy liar, we were able to summon Dvalin, who pulled a bit of a tsundere and was like, if you really
Tsundere dragons, please. All you had to do was tell me that and I would have been in for it. This is just Slime Isekai version 2.
about me, then you'd come to my castle. But you probably won't because you hate me, don't you? You hate me and want me dead. I just can't do anything right. No! Dvalin, come back! Listen to this sick riff I made. Bada bing, bada boom, we entered his lair and started fighting him in a swirling vortex.
Dude, is Genshin Impact actually this lore heavy when you actually play the game? I thought the game was just, you know, this quest, that quest, the other quest, catch waifus like their Pokemon. I didn't realize that the actual game is lore heavy and story based.
No, take your time. The dragon eventually falls, we purify him, and the day is saved. Yippee! Happy dragon, happy Mondstadt, happy— Wait, I was supposed to find my sister, not fight a dragon.
Dragon these balls all over your— The quests are 7 hours long. There's so much dialogue. Bro, I literally thought this was just gonna be like, you know, waifu Pokemon. I didn't think— Okay, alright.
High of saving all these people and a dragon and being awesome, I head off to Fontaine to continue my journey. The town sits on the edge of a cliff, sparkling waterfalls—
That's kind of beautiful. Epic music, too.
Pouring off the sides around it, framed perfectly by the mountains behind. Wow, what a beautiful town. Is that girl about to jump off the cliff? The water will rise and eventually drown everyone here, leaving—
I could fix her.
Our Hydro Archon to sit weeping on her throne for all eternity.
I could fix the shit out of her. Yes! Yes! Nihilistic bitches are the best. Honest to God. On God.
Hi, twin sister. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you talking about the prophecy where everyone in Fontaine is born within sin and one day we will all dissolve in the waters?
Dude.
That's a classic.
Oh my god, that's awful!
Come see our magic show. The magic twins, Linny and Lynette, decide to take us to the Opera House. But on the way there, we're actually stopped by the Hydro Archon herself, Farina. Welcome, travelers, to my city of Fontaine.
Okay.
Everyone give them a warm welcome. They're fierce and noble warriors who have done much good for the
Scratching her ass while you just, yes, butt itchy. Anyway, Hydro Archon.
land and its people. Hey, thanks. It's really nothing. We just tamed a giant dragon. Actually, I hereby declare the traveler under arrest for having a flying object, which is illegal.
Yes!
She's not even.
I love arbitrary laws. They're so fun.
Paimon doesn't count because she's a balloon. Yeah, Paimon's my balloon.
Yes! What a fantastic cover!
Ha! All right, that's funny. Case dismissed. Later.
Dude, this is Team Rocket disguise levels. Dude, this is just peak JRPG writing, honestly.
So, can we ride the Aquabus? Yippee! We get to the Opera House and the magic show begins. Everything is going well, but as Lenny was about to do a trick where he swaps boxes with a random audience member, a giant water tank falls onto the box, obliterating it. Oh my god, we killed my assistant Cowl? Why is he here and not the audience member? Speaking of which, where is she? A murder mystery plus disappearance case.
What? Are you serious? There's an actual murder mystery plotline in Genshin Impact?
In place, with everyone looking at Linny as the prime suspect. Dude, this is getting good. A man died. Everyone starts trying to be
Jaiden just like me, a fellow sociopath. Let's go.
a hero and chime in on the court case where some guy died in quite possibly one of the most Looney Tune ways possible. But I can't really be bothered at this point and go outside to jump into the ocean. Using my new diving skills, I was able to explore the whole world the water had to offer. I was actually shocked when I first saw it because of how—
Dude, so what I gathered from Genshin Impact when they sponsored me was that the beauty of Genshin Impact is like the exploration. And obviously the waifus, which you're not allowed to say. You have to call them characters, not waifus, because waifus is a derogatory term.
gorgeous it was. I don't know why the people of Fontaine are scared of these waters. It's awesome down here. It's because they die. After just swimming around and finding little secrets and treasures, I decided it was time to start fighting the fish. Yep, it was time to square up.
Fight
Fish have
the
had it too good
fish!
for too long. Hold this uppercut. Eventually, everyone yanked me out of the water and dragged me back to the Opera House to act as Linny's defense lawyer, even though I have no credentials and literally saw him squash a guy with a fish tank. Linny couldn't have killed Cowl because Cowl killed Cowl.
Yes! The ultimate— Dude, if you could convince them that Paimon is a balloon, I feel like this works. I'm telling you, this is Pokemon mindset.
Dude, she's right. What? Everyone is freaking out at this point because somehow Cowl actually was the murderer and had a secret plan to dissolve people in water. I don't know.
What?
It was a lot of adults talking in big words. I was just
Oh god, too much information, too much stuff.
thinking about punching fish the whole time. Next thing I know, people are shaking my hand and congratulating me on a case closed. Even—
Dude, sometimes murder mystery plot lines being put into like random exploration fighting games just doesn't work. It's like you're never that invested in the actual murder so that you don't actually really care nor contribute any form of intellectual insight in the conversation to finding them, and then they credit you anyway. I get that vibe that she's describing right now.
Farina is like, excellent job, Jaiden. You're a funny one. Thank you, Farina. Even though you've been trying to take me to court and put me in jail for your own entertainment, you're also
Is that an Ice King reference?
funny one. I hope your people don't drown. With that, the trial is adjourned and I'm released from my forced upon lawyer duties, left to finally explore the world to my heart's content.
Yay!
There's so many more quests and stories to uncover in the game. Also a lot of lore, so if you're a big theory head, proceed at
Hey, that's Mad Pat. No! Oh my god, dude. Ain't no way. Now I just want to see this guy tell me that he'd never watched porn before. Come on, say it, little Mad Pat.
your own risk. I enjoyed the time I spent playing Genshin Impact and was surprised at how beautiful the visuals and music are. It's overall just a well-developed game that's pretty to look at. I got immersed in the world and spent hours exploring to find little secrets and bosses and treasures. Thank you again to Genshin Impact for reaching out and sponsoring this video
That's really
because I
wholesome.
had a great time learning about the universe you all created. completed.
Hey!
If you're interested in playing the open world action RPG game that is Genshin Impact,
sponsor time. Full ad time.
to yourself, then ladies and gentlemen, if you would please look under your seats, you'll find... Oh, nope, sorry, actually, sorry, not your seat. I meant to say
She's never done an ad read before. Oh, no.
description of this video. If you look in the description, you can click the link to download it for free. Yep, I said it already, but I'm saying it again. Genshin Impact is free to download. You can have 0 money in your bank account and still get to play it.
Let's go. You won't be able to maybe play it optimally, but you would be able to play it.
As long as you have at least a PC, mobile device, PS4, or a PS5 to play the game on in the first place. In battle, you control elements like Cairo, Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Anemo, Electro,
Yeah,
Geo,
dude! In my ad read, they made me specifically list all of those elements also. You must list Pyro, Hydro, Dendro, and I'm like, yeah, but no one knows what that shit is. I'm literally promoting this game that's not even out yet. And they're like, no, you must say these different things. It's hilarious. They made me say that too.
When combined strategically, you can deal devastating elemental damage to your opponent. By the way, if you think you've spoiled the game's story for yourself by watching this video, you've never been more wrong in your life. There's so many more towns, quests, stories. Don't worry, trust me, there's plenty left for you to explore. As someone that wants to 100% the games I play as much as possible,
Damn! Oh my god! Is she actually gonna try to 100% Genshin Impact?
I feared for my mind, body, and soul when I realized how much content there was waiting for me. Genshin Impact actually just released a new 4.2 update that includes new characters and even an entirely new storyline for Fontaine. There's a bunch of new events that let you play
That's why she had to talk about Fontaine, I think, in the actual video.
different kinds of mini games to win rewards. You got to meet her a little bit in the video already, but Farina is a huge new character in this update as you continue the next part of the Archon stories. Fontaine as a whole is also expanding by introducing new environments, boss ascension material.
Dude, it does look beautiful. Like, whatever you want to say about Genshin Impact, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Everyone wants to live their dreams as some sort of isekai harem protagonist, and this is like the most likely way you'll ever get there.
And local specialties for Farina. It's an ever-changing and growing game that has a lot of passion put into it, and if any of this sounds up your alley, why not give it a try? I mean, the link...
By the way, they literally have me, this link in the description is in the ad read. They say you have to put the words on the screen, link in the description.
Right there. Might as well just click it. Huge thanks to the team for all their work on this video.
It was a great video. I don't think she went as super in-depth as usual. But then again, it's a sponsored experience and you do have to be a little more contained whenever you're sponsored. That's why I don't like doing dedicated sponsor videos myself. But overall, actually great video. I love every video Jaiden makes and I'm happy she's enjoying Genshin Impact. I'm happy to see that there's actually some sort of story there that people can get invested in as opposed to just, you know, I thought it was Pokemon but with waifus. I literally thought that that's what the game was. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam!